All right, it's the Rundown. It's Wednesday, presented by Barstool Chicago. We got a couple guests with us. Well, Sydney, you're kind of one of us at this point, and Kelly in Vegas. Why are you here?
Well,
Do you even know why?
I don't.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
Okay, so
She's a refugee.
I am a refugee technically. That's a great term to use. No, long story short, back and forth to Vegas, Florida. My parents live down there. I was in Detroit last weekend, and I had a buddy text me. He was like, "Oh my God, you guys are gonna get by this hurricane." I'm like, "What are you talking about? There's a hurricane in Aruba. Like, whatever." So I get on the plane Sunday night to go home, and I'm like, holy fuck, there's a hurricane coming.
You're like, fuck, storms move?
Yeah, storms move. Mother Nature, go figure. And so put on the hurricane shutters, drove up. I have some family members that live up here. And it just made a lot of sense because why the fuck would I want to go to the New York office when I could come here?
Love
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Great point. And I'm glad we have the two ladies on here because I don't know if you guys know this, but it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So during this time, 100% of net proceeds from the Barstool Sports Breast Cancer Awareness Collection, we have a great crew net coming for Barstool Chicago. All 100%, like I was saying, will be donated to Pink Aid, great charity. Pink Aid provides compassionate support, critical resources, and emergency financial assistance to breast cancer patients and their families. So shop now at the Barstool Sports store. The link will be included in the blog and on YouTube, so check that out. Great cause. It kind of sounds like Wish Fest or Wish for Forever, where it's like whatever you need with this money, Pink Aid will help you out in all sorts of different ways. So
which is great.
It's not just like a one size fits all. It's like whatever kind of help they can provide to different families in different situations, they take care of it. Sounds like a great charity. It's awesome. The merch is fire. So check
The
that out.
merch is outstanding.
I can't believe you don't have your own tit shirt.
I love the Chicago merch.
Like I told you yesterday.
I really do.
Thank you.
We didn't even find out about it until yesterday morning. That's not some dig at our merch team, but
Sounds like another dig at Pilar from you.
it's
I
not
love Pilar.
Pilar's
Anything
the
I need,
best.
she's like,
She's
here,
the
Kelly,
best.
here's another box of shit to your
Yeah.
house. And I'm just like, okay,
But she's
great.
like, yeah, we were targeting obviously
this-
the women-ran brands like Chicks in the Office.
Or
blah,
Mean
blah,
Girl.
blah.
Mean Girl has really
Girls.
good. I like.
I can't believe they didn't
ask
ask money shots to me and Megan. Like, we have tits.
You do. You absolutely do.
I do like the Chicago design though. It's really cool. It comes in black, and then the Chicago skylines in like pink purple.
Like a neon pink.
Yeah, and then
looks
you can
sweet.
also do it pink sweatshirt, and then I think it's
still neon, still like a different shade
Yeah,
of pink.
it's
They
really
both
cool.
look cool. So we're supposed to be getting those in the office tomorrow, so we'll be promoting those. But great cause, like we said.
I call dibs.
So check them out. We'll
you'll
make
be
sure
here.
you get
Yeah.
one. Yeah. You got how long are you gonna be here?
That's a good question. So right now I have a flight Monday night back to Florida, but I brought my dogs with me. So because we drove.
they need
Okay.
to be coming into the office.
There was no flights out.
Eddie would hate that.
On Monday night. Okay, so Sydney's a big Coco and Vegas fan, and she was like, wait, Coco's here? I'm like, well, Coco's at Grandma's house like an hour north. I don't know how Coco would behave in the office.
Let's figure it out.
She loves men, and so she gets really excited. And then the good news is that the floor's concrete, so if she pees on the floor because you guys gets really excited to see one of
Keep
you,
her out of the studio with the rugs.
yeah, I can clean it. Yeah.
Great.
Day by day.
Do you have any interest in breeding her with my dog Ace?
Let's get to the rundown.
Are you fucking sane? I already yelled at Sydney about this.
Yeah, okay.
My dog does not want to have children, just like me. Go figure.
Okay. All right. Speaking of children, Michael Jordan, the GOAT, his kids are out there, and they are like his minions now. So now Marcus Jordan, former Dog Walk guest, Marcus Jordan.
Yep.
So he has been seen twice now. I blogged it maybe about a month ago with Larsa Pippen. So Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan in a big feud. Jordan's son is now apparently fucking Pippen's ex-wife. Tough move. God or war. Sid, what do you have on that situation?
Oh, she totally is out for revenge. I mean, I want to know what he did to her to make her act that way.
Well, they have like a long-standing feud, and she has kind of like an endless list, I would say, of celebrity hookup, celebrity dating since their divorce. Like she's friends with the
So she's just
Kardashians.
getting banged out by everybody.
She's a clout.
How long have they been divorced for?
A while now.
while, yeah.
Yeah, like she runs with like the
she-
Kardashians.
was
I don't
she
think it's
on-
revenge then anymore. Maybe.
Maybe for Jordan though.
Was she on the documentary, the 30 for 30?
Larsa, no.
I forget.
There was somebody
She
on
might have
there.
been like shown, but like that was Carmen Electra, I think. What
No,
you're
Carmen
thinking.
was definitely there, but I was thinking for some reason, because didn't somebody go to defend Scotty, or is that his new wife?
I don't know if he has a new
When they
wife.
were talking about how, he took
Oh,
the
you might
guaranteed
be.
payout,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, he was trying to take care of his family, but this
For
is
sure.
this is more about like our ex is totally off. Like, what is this like statute of limitations for that?
I mean,
There
but it's
is
his
none.
kid.
It's never ending.
See, I don't know about that because I have girls that I've dated seriously that if you were like, hey, like I started talking to somebody, I'm like, I don't care.
I've literally said that before. Like, I remember breaking up with my ex, and I had a girlfriend. She was like, but this and this. I go, then you fucking date him. And she was like, what? And I go, I literally wouldn't care. Like, I would not give a fuck.
It depends on the situation, but it's like the other thing that's weird is that from the 30 for 30, there are clips where it's like there's Larsa Pippen in the family section sitting next to a 9-year-old Marcus Jordan.
Okay, that's just weird.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like that's now they're like grinding on each other in clubs.
How old is she?
Yeah.
45?
Up there, yeah, something like that. I think older than that. Maybe.
Is she going through like a midlife crisis then?
I think
maybe?
she likes the youngins.
Well, listen, okay, I get wanting to date younger people, but that's a little.
Yeah.
That's a lot younger.
Yep. Again, nice little transition. Younger people. This adult autograph seeker situation with Mike Trout has lit Barstool on fire. Nate did a great blog about it. Obviously, Jersey Jerry involved. Dave, we'll start with you. What do you make of the whole Mike Trout kid seeking autographs, that whole thing?
This is one of those things, like, you never want to be caught with your pants down in a situation like that if you're an athlete or a celebrity or anything.
Mr. Trout, please.
Yeah, he's got to have his head on the swivel for the kids.
But he did. This is like you have to. I don't think you read the thing here, but
No,
all the
Dante-
information.
I saw the video and everything.
Dante had a great blog on it though, because he was talking about how this dad uses his kids like religiously trying to get autographs from the Angel players. And like he like almost, I don't want to say stalks them.
Yeah,
but,
well,
No,
like,
no,
they're
that's an
stalking him.
appropriate word.
stalks them and
Yeah.
like sets up and waits for them to come outside and then like shoos his kids towards them, which is like super inappropriate. And he was actually being kind of respectful in a way where he's like, not today, guys.
Yeah.
And like he said something.
Okay,
so he
I
walked
watched the
away.
video just now without volume, so I wasn't made aware of that stuff. I'm sorry. If that's the case, then fuck him.
Right. So this
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
this guy with the kids who's like, hey, go get Mike Trout's autograph. He is like blacklisted by the Angels. So he hangs out at like the private
Hotels,
jet places.
yeah, fuck you.
So that is like Jerry kind of probably rushed in to like crucify Trout when this guy is like the Angels are like, don't anyone like they probably have meetings about this guy. Like, don't fucking go anywhere near this.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were at actually, I think, Kelly, I want to see you were there. We were at Greektown a couple years ago. Might have been like smack in the pandemic, whatever. But there was a bunch of autograph seekers for Dave Portnoy, and we were following him into the live stream area, the sports book at Greektown in Detroit. And there was people with like Patriots helmets and shit waiting for Portnoy out there and he signed all of them. But one of them, I guess he didn't sign well on one of them.
No, he just posted this on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah, and then
somebody's like,
Dave did?
Dave posted underneath his post about like, hey, I'm done signing autographs now and forever. Like, you're an adult.
Yeah.
And then he posted the guy's Instagram that was like, what the fuck is this at Stool Presidente?
Because it wasn't a good enough signature from
like,
Portnoy.
Yeah, for
Oh
him to
my
probably
gosh.
get any money for it.
People
I'll see if
are
I can
so
find it.
inappropriate. Like that's
Yeah.
great. That's crazy.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he doesn't have to go out of his way to like do that. Nobody has to go out of their way, whether you're a child or not, to go sign your autograph. That's how I feel.
And also I just feel like autographs, like that was a thing in the 50s, like before people had cameras. If I've never understood it. I have one autograph. My dad got Allen Iverson's for me
I got a few.
when I was 11, but I've never cared about them. So being an adult and like using your kids to get it just seems like an low life move. And just being a guy who likes autographs in general as an adult is just weird.
I got a handful, but I've never asked for them. I've just like acquired them
Do
through.
you think Russell Wilson is a adult autograph guy in a
God.
different life? Kelly, we'll start with you. Then. Have
No,
you seen,
don't
why?
start with me. It's an
It's your turn.
embarrassment. I grew up a Denver Broncos fan, so I grew up in Kansas.
Okay.
The Chiefs look like fucking hot dogs. They sucked, except for they had Joe Montana for a very snippet of time.
93.
Right? And so
94.
my sister, I have a half sister. She's like in her 50s. So I was,
Shade.
yeah, right. Not shade, but like. to
That
give you-
was shade. That was
no,
big
to give you
shade.
like context of like, she's significantly
Yeah.
older than me. So she got married when I was a kid, and her husband is a huge Denver Broncos fan. And I remember, I think she might have been pregnant or something at the time in like 97, 98. And he was like, hey, do you want to go to a Broncos game with me? And that was the first professional game I ever got to go to. So I was like, holy fuck, John Elway, Shannon Sharp, this team is good. Like, I like this team. And
Yep.
then I would go back to Kansas and be like, fuck the Chiefs, your team sucks. And it was like, I became a Broncos fan.
And you were right for like 20 years.
And it was
You were
awesome
for a
until
long time.
Jay Cutler, Jake Plummer, Drew Locke, fucking Chad Kelly. Like, there was just like a lot of like really
you
terrible.
left out Peyton Manning. In a
No,
fucking Super Bowl.
no, listen. And
That's
then,
true.
and then
Yeah.
Okay, yay, Peyton comes to save the day. Old, beat up, hurt quarterback goes to 2 Super Bowls. Like
I'm like
life was good
kind of
again.
starting to hate you right now.
You should.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, fuck yeah, we're getting Aaron Rodgers.
Why did
I
we get
bet.
Kelly the mic?
I told you guys not to get my
You
mic.
were like
That's
that.
what Chief's
We were
thinking.
like that.
I was like, let's go. 25-1. Denver Broncos win the Super Bowl. They're getting Aaron Rodgers. I'm texting everybody I know in Green Bay. I'm texting everybody I know. They're like, Aaron Rodgers, let's fucking go. And then, boom, I get Russell Wilson. I'm like, Russell, is Russell not good anymore? We don't know. Maybe we got to blame Pete Carroll. Maybe we got to blame, we can't blame DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Maybe we got to blame the defense. Like, why does Russell Wilson suck? I don't know. Now I'm stuck with Russell, and he's a fucking nerd. Like way bigger than I ever imagined because I never really paid that much attention. But now everybody keeps sending it to me. And then Megan will be like, Broncos country, let's ride. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Megan. I hate him too.
I don't understand how you could be like this awesome at something, at multiple things. He was a pro baseball player too. Like you're around people who should just be like, that's like the great thing about sports as like a guy is that any weird like social thing that you have just gets shamed and beaten out of you, so then you can enter the world and be like a normal human being and know what not to say. Like you don't end up being like, oh, I ran track and I'm fucking weird. Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
How shitty, this is the real question, going back to, like scandalous things. How shitty was Future as a baby daddy that she was like, goes the opposite side? Like,
oh, I think that probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do. Like, I'm going to
he
find
was
the
so
guy
shitty
who's
that
like
this,
the opposite of
he's
that.
going to put her on this pedestal and treat her like a fucking queen. And so.
But didn't he leave his wife for, like, didn't he cheat on his wife? I don't know.
No, he should have left her
So
after
have you
the
guys
draft.
seen the Russell Wilson video?
Yeah, which one?
The Subway one.
The Subway one.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
you wanna
Russ,
split this Subway
going?
sandwich? It is my signature sandwich.
No, I'm good, man.
It's called the Danger Witch, and it's dangerously good.
No, I don't really share sandwiches.
Be careful though, it's spicy.
That's what's up. No cap. So, you said you wanted to ask me something?
You ever done anything dangerous?
Yeah, one time I fucked a rapper's girlfriend.
Jeez, that is dangerous. I've done something like that too.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Listen, one time,
Yeah?
never mind. That's too dangerous.
What the fuck is this guy's deal?
Anyways, my Danger Witch, it's only in the vault. That's our little secret.
Hey, I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, you're TikTok queen. What do you got on it?
I think it's, well, one, did you guys see PFT's like,
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was hilarious.
The
It was
duet.
great.
Well, the TikTok, if you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. It's definitely made to like be a duet. So it's made to be engaging and get the views, but it's so cringy. I was talking to Dave about it. It reminds me of the new Jeffrey Dahmer
Netflix.
show on
Yeah.
Netflix. Like he's like, do you like dangerous or whatever he was saying? It was so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
In PFT's original tweet, he's like, this sounds like a serial killer who has a dude tied to a chair with his mouth.
But I think that's Megan's
tape
whole
shut.
point when she was making fun of the Let's Ride, because like here we are all in the media space, right? And so we have to do multiple takes, at least I do, because I'm just not that, like I am who I am behind this chair on camera in real life. So I
that's
just
true.
I just act like myself. But literally I took like 7 takes walking through the fucking door, like, hey, first time at the bar. Nope. I sound like a fucking
again.
idiot. At least I know I sound like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Does nobody else tell Russell Wilson, you sound like a fucking idiot?
See that it's like the emperor has no clothes situation, where it's like everyone's just like, well, you're the king, and so you just.
But
do
he's not.
or maybe his PR team needs to be like, that kind of sounds bad.
But like, it also looks bad for Subway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's
And they, you know they
it's
paid a
not
ton
good.
of money for that. They paid a
Yeah.
ton of money for that.
I'm not a Subway guy. I got ridiculed for
No,
that.
it's
but
disgusting.
yeah,
It's
thank you.
Fuck Subway. That's
Fuck.
gross.
Unbelievably
I
disgusting.
like Subway.
Well, you're from Canton, Illinois.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Right.
What are you
But
trying
yeah,
to say?
like I
Sorry.
feel like I don't know where they get the money for all, like, you guys are what you are. Like, Russell Wilson's not making anybody eat sandwiches. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
that
but
was-
like
that was just
they've got
crunchy.
all those guys. I mean, they've got like Charles Barkley.
I know.
They got.
They
I mean,
used to have
at least
Tom Brady.
I almost thought about eating it.
They have
again
Mahomes too.
after.
Don't
Oh
they?
yeah, they do have a
do
home.
have
Yeah,
a
they
the
do.
Jimmy G commercial. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go try Subway again.
What's his face from
He's a
HBO?
hot
Who?
Jimmy G,
Oh yeah, he's like the hottest dude in the world.
one of them for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we were talking
Yeah.
about how I never find hot guys, Sydney. Jimmy G. Okay.
Jimmy G is.
He lives
super
up the road
fucking
from
hot.
here.
No, he does not.
He's from out here.
he's from
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, no, he
Suburbs.
lives in
That's what
San
I-
Francisco.
Yeah,
What are
no,
you
he's from like Arlington Heights, though.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this? Nostalgia is like the only thing that works and plays, I feel like, these days. McDonald's is trying to double down on that. McDonald's will now have adult Happy Meals that come with a nostalgic toy. Sid, what would be like the toy that you would want in your McDonald's box, your Happy Meal? Dave, we'll go to you.
I
Want one?
honestly never. I mean, Monopoly, but that's not a Happy Meal. I know.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
want the Monopoly to be brought
But I
back.
never gave it. I'll say this. I remember when I was super, and I don't have any fucking clue how I remember this because I was that young. I loved the movie The Land Before Time, the dinosaur
Great movie.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Great
that's
movie.
my favorite. That was my
Petrie.
favorite.
There's like
Is that-
15 of them.
Petrie.
Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah. Triceratops. Yeah,
Yeah, the
Triceratops.
Triceratops. I haven't seen it obviously in probably 25 years or whatever. But
Now I gotta go watch it.
They were giving out the VHS with Happy Meals. So my mom and I went specifically to McDonald's just to get the Happy Meal, not giving a shit about the food just because we wanted the VHS. So maybe that because it's nostalgia.
Okay. I'm
Oh
trying
my
to
God,
think,
I
but-
would have to like really think hard.
I don't remember what kind of toys came with them though.
Well,
I don't
I'm
either.
just saying like anything from the
Because
90s.
now they're just like-
Yeah.
Now
not
they're
just
just like little
specific
plastic whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
because
if they were like, hey, we got the Illuminator football.
if
I'm
they
doing
like
multiple
a vortex.
drive-through or a
They had like
vortex.
the hamburglar.
That was a guy for sure.
Yeah, the
That's
little
one of their
the,
characters.
Grimace, the purple guy. I
yeah,
remember him.
Grimace.
But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, like the fucking Stretch Armstrong or something. That's what you're looking for, like a
Yeah,
90s
yeah,
toy.
yeah.
God, I don't even.
I don't think I-
know.
Sid
My-
wasn't around in the 90s. though,
Yeah,
No,
so
she
that's
wasn't.
tough.
But I
I was
definitely
born in
was.
'97.
Good
You don't remember,
fucking
though?
God.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. I have like adult things to do.
Ryan's.
I'm up there.
We're not going to talk about it. Okay?
I'm 36. So
Anybody
Wait,
know
so
a
would
good
you guys
Botox
would you
girl?
guys want a toy? Like, okay,
yeah,
so they're
if
bringing
they
this
had
up.
if they had vortexes, I would be in line for a sausage egg McMuffin right now.
What,
But
like,
no, that's not. You'd have to get the Happy Meal.
Give
That's-
me a double cheeseburger, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it's adult. I don't know what it is, but they could definitely release things that would get me to pay a premium for a Happy Meal.
how long are they going to do this for?
Because can you still get a vortex? I don't have any clue.
I think you can.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I guarantee. I'm going to look on Amazon.
Uh,
They're
it'd have
on
to be
they're on
Amazon, yeah.
Amazon, but they like there's something about them. They don't look the same anymore.
Yeah,
This
it'd
might be a thing for like collectors.
Maybe.
Oh
too.
yeah, that's gonna be terrible.
Well, that was like their-
some jerk off is gonna go to McDonald's, order 100 Happy Meals, and then sell these things on like the popular ones.
Yeah,
No.
like on eBay or something.
Yeah.
Is the Vortex a Nerf toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I found
Yeah.
it. I found
think
it.
it's just
Yes.
vortexes.
$11.99. You can buy one.
See, if they
Oh.
if they
I'd
Interesting.
yeah, so-
$15 for a meal in a vortex
fuck
or
yeah,
whatever.
I would.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
I would chuck that thing for hours.
Would you? Would you take Ace and just fucking go to the park?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ace, yeah, the whistle is fucking great. That is one of those things. Speaking of John Elway, like that's one of
Yep.
those commercials that is burned into my head forever. I think he throws it out of the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
yeah,
It is the Rose Bowl,
Oh,
right? Right, right.
yeah.
yeah. It was.
The neighbor's kid, or not the neighbor's kid, the neighbor. There was a teenager in our neighborhood that would throw it over the house, and we thought he was God because he could throw it over the house, and you could hear it from the
fucking
backyard to the
cannon,
front
yeah.
yard. Yeah, like this guy, like he should be in the NFL.
Play like flies up for 500 over the house.
Exactly.
Oh my
That's what
God,
we do. That's what we do.
500.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
play
was-
That still
500 over the
exists.
house.
This whole
still
segment
exists,
has been so
everybody.
nostalgic. I love it.
All right.
Sydney, do you even know what a vortex is?
Is that the
It's a football with
the
a
ball
tail
with
on
the
it.
yeah
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
okay.
thinks-
Yeah.
kids still buy them, like, or the kids still have them
I
today.
don't think it was like that was like a thing. Like
They
you
don't even
brought
play
it from
outside. What are you
home to
talking about?
To recess, and you were like, "Hey, for the next half hour, we're just chucking Hail Marys."
Yeah.
But like
that
I've seen
was-
them recently. For
I don't
sure.
see him enough. I don't
Okay.
like. I've got
Okay.
a 6-year-old nephew. He did not know what it was.
Maybe you
should
need
buy him
to.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Maybe
my, bring
McDonald's
it back.
will do that.
Yep. We talked about this on the Red Line last week. Please go subscribe, download all that. The Live Tour. I cast all sorts of shade on the Live Tour. I just don't see it as a model that works, that's going to get people to care. I might be wrong. The Live Tour is nearing a deal with to buy broadcast time from Fox. So maybe the Fox isn't buying their rights. They're buying it from Fox. So maybe I take that back. I misread it. I'm right. Carl's wrong. I think the Live Tour is going nowhere. Do you care? Are you a golf person?
So I really enjoy golf. It just takes a backseat to all the other sports, unfortunately, that I enjoy handicapping. But I've got some really smart people around me that are like, hey, bet on so-and-so to win the whole thing. And next thing you know, on Sunday, you're sitting in front of your TV. You're supposed to be caring
Like
about
glued
NFL.
to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Kawa.
screaming at every single putt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and trying to like live bet if it goes to a playoff because you're like, fuck.
I'm still mad at like the foreplay guys because they were here for the Masters. And they're like, let's just do Tiger to hit the fairway. I'm like, fucking great. Like,
And I bet Tiger to
lost-
miss the cut. Get out of here.
I lost. Because they were betting Tiger things
because they want to
hole.
jerk Tiger off. Like you cannot bet based on your emotion and your fandom. You have to actually look at it. Okay, fine, do whatever the fuck you guys want. I write all these blogs.
That's exclusively
I told
how
Sydnie,
I
she was
bet.
like,
That's the only way I bet, and that's why I'm in retirement. And I actually have been good about it this time. I haven't made a bet in like 3 months.
Lance drove me down this morning, and I said, here's what you want to do. If you want to have like fuck off bets, $5, $10, do whatever you want. But if you actually want to like make money and not hate yourself, like this is how you have to do it. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, he's not going to listen to me at all.
Lance.
Man's also like, why is she talking to me?
He was probably shitting his pants.
Yes,
you can talk about
if you
next.
think winning a couple bets is going to get me to stop hating myself.
Well, listen,
that
you
too.
can definitely.
I need years of therapy for
Yeah,
that.
I think we all do, but I also think I'm not self-deprecating to also hate myself enough to lose my own money.
Hey, Kelly, you helped me with my parlay last week. So, or wait, was it Sunday?
Sunday. Yeah, Sydnie texted me, and there was only like 3 games left, and I was like, and the Packers game had already kicked off, and she was like, "What do you like tonight?" And I was like, "I'm on the Broncos," and she just wrote,
No, this
"Oh
is like
dear."
noon, and I was like, okay. I didn't even mean to say "oh dear." I meant to say "oh neat."
Oh.
And then when I tweeted it, people were like, "Oh, she's calling Kelly dear." I'm like, yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, I would expect that from you. You're kind of like you're very Midwestern, so you have like cute little sayings like "oh dear,"
Yeah.
like "oh dear," like "oh fuck," like that's what I took it as.
I do think that circling back real quick to the live thing, the fact that they're buying time, that is like you might as well be on public access.
But this
like
is
you're
the thing.
fucking Wayne's
Who
World or
cares? They
something.
have so much money. Like when everybody's like, I can't believe these X number of players are leaving for the PGA Tour. I'm
Well,
like,
they're kinda desperate at
Okay,
this
like
point.
I love working at Barstool. I'm super happy working at Barstool. But if somebody wants to 3x my salary, guarantee it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I understand that. But I'm saying like as a concept, and like if you're just gonna burn like you're making money.
Can they go back if it does fail?
But like I don't think it'll ever truly fail because they'll just
They'll just
throw
keep
good,
dumping
keep
money.
throwing money into
good
it.
money
Yeah,
after
yeah.
bad, you know. So I think it's, but that is like an like that's embarrassing. There's so many streaming platforms like Apple TV, Hulu, everything that's out there. They can't find a home, so they have to pay to put their product on TV when they paid for all the top golfers in the world, and that wasn't enough to generate interest. I just want to say Carl was wrong about the Live Tour. Last one here: package thieves fall victim to the poop trap. Dave, you seem like
No.
this is
Give a little
something-
brief explanation real quick.
You give a brief explanation.
Okay, so in Austin, Texas, was it?
It was.
Austin, Texas. They had a little news segment on package thieves. So, like, say it's Christmas time, people rip off packages that are sitting on people's doorsteps. So it was happening so much in Austin, Texas. This one lady was just saving up her newborn baby's diapers of shit, hiding it not hiding it, literally placing it so it would get stolen on the porch, and the robbers, and she had the Ring cameras, so you're watching them do this. It was kind of like Billy Madison. A little
called the
bit.
shit
He
poop.
called the shit poop. So they get home, they think they're opening up a new Xbox or whatever, and it's just a bunch of shit-filled diapers. I love it. Vigilante justice.
Well,
That's
then they
I
came
mean,
back.
I love it, but it.
Well, no, then they came back, the robbers, when they found out that it was poop, and spread like cow manure all over their
Yeah.
Dude,
So
I'm sorry, but this is Austin, Texas. Well, never mind.
no,
Never mind.
go
No.
where you want to say.
Hi, there are certain states you fuck around and find out, and Texas is one of them, but not in Austin.
It's still Texas
Yeah,
though.
not in the city. Not
I
in
mean-
the city.
Not Austin,
outside
Austin's,
the city.
Austin's ruined forever. Ruined forever. I was
I-
just there for a football game. It was terrible. I was like, what is wrong with you people?
I haven't been to Austin in probably 6 years, but it's an
Okay, well, I
awesome
hadn't been in 12. Went last year for my birthday, and I just was like, meh.
Do you guys know that I ran the Austin half marathon?
This is a lie.
Look it up.
You can look it up. He sold his bib because he got too fucked up the night
Yeah,
before.
so my friend from college had moved down there, and I like trained for it. Like I'm gonna do this. Like
And
we
you
all.
got fucked up the night before?
Well, we're all like the boys were back
my
together,
gosh.
so we probably had like 6 of us down there, and the race was it was like Valentine's Day weekend. I was like 23 years old, and like we were just like out running around. Was it 6th Street in Austin, right?
Yeah.
And so we were like I had a fucking great time in Austin.
I
And like,
had
we
an
all
awesome
we all woke up at like 5 in the morning and like looked at each other and were like, no, we're not running this. So then we just took our bibs that we had paid whatever to be in the race for and sold it on Craigslist. So there was some
my
like
gosh.
45-year-old guy who didn't meet the registration, who was just desperate to run. He ran like, so if you look it up, I think my
he
time.
ran underneath your name.
I ran underneath my name. So in the Austin half marathon,
my
I think
gosh.
I am registered as running like a 138 half marathon. Like
That's
something
pretty
like.
Oh, so he was like, good.
Oh, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna
So
run.
he was
wow.
just
So-
refreshing
Oh,
Craigslist,
yeah.
just waiting.
That's like Boston Marathon.
Yeah,
pace.
and I just got like the right guy. So I'm like, yeah, I used to be in shape and I used to be able to run half marathons. So
nice.
yeah,
You should
I
just
ran
use
a
that
full
as your-
marathon.
No way.
you walked. Most
I actually
of it.
did.
You walked?
That's not
Is that-
true.
He did.
I ran through mile 15.
I know.
So technically, I ran most of it.
You did. Very, very true. How were, your nipples were all.
There's no way.
I duct taped them.
I would
Yeah.
need like.
You're- I mean,
probably-
you're
How many
supposed to.
miles is it?
26.
20, yeah, fuck no.
26.2.
Fuck no. A gun pointed to the back of my head. I couldn't run 26.2 miles.
I got drunk the 2016 marathon. I had a couple high school buddies that ran it. We went out that night and we got drunk and obviously started arguing about if I could run the marathon or not. And they're like, "You guarantee you couldn't do it?" And I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm going to do it." So I did it the next year.
There you go. All right. Well, that's the rundown. Thanks everybody for watching.
Oh,
Kelly-
we got to talk about Merchapalooza real quick.
Okay. Who won?
Kate.
Kate, shout out to Kate.
I didn't see who got second. Billy got third.
Did Kate actually
Jake
win?
got
Jake.
second.
Jake got
So
second.
one of the PMT guys would have had
Kate,
me.
Kate,
Yeah.
Kate,
Yeah.
Kate.
Everybody loves Kate.
Yeah,
like,
Kate's
No, I'm super happy for
Awesome.
Kate.
Kate's
but-
the best and
but,
she's
like,
hilarious.
She is hilarious.
Like, this is the thing. And I'm not like screaming collusion. I'm not saying things are unfair. But like when you're in the office, right? Like, so I knew that I was like fucked, right? I did a little TikTok thing and like I made it to the second round, but I was like, fuck it. If Megan's gonna do an OnlyFans, like I'm gonna, and then Sydney's like, fine, I'll do an OnlyFans. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna push to these two because I think it'll be funnier than me.
Were you guys
And-
gonna split the pot?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if this was like.
Merchapalooza was so fun because I don't think a lot of people realize like the first, second day was the biggest day. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You got to put all of your coins in.
Well, but that's what I mean. So then Kate hires a stripper day one,
Yeah, that was-
crushes it, and then but when
was
you
so
have the
funny.
support of the rest of the office, I think that really helps.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right, and so like being remote, I think Megan did really well for not being in New York.
What? She was OnlyFans?
She said that she was going to create an OnlyFans if she won, and then I'm trying to think of who said she wouldn't, and she was like, oh no, Big Ev said she wouldn't, and then she was like, no, there will be ass. So I'm like, okay, so we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of this OnlyFans shit going around the office, obviously I'm not going to, but I'm like, fuck.
You guys are idiots. You could make a fucking $1
If
billion
I was
on
10
it.
years younger, I would have already had one. Like,
I talked about in my first podcast that I was considering doing an OnlyFans, and then it's just gonna be me in like camo. Like that'd be hilarious. People would be like, "What the
well,
hell?" am I
apparently,
looking
so
at?
Jordan made apparently like something like 40 grand or
In
something.
like a week.
I think it was more than that.
But multiple comments in Megan's were like, it better be better than Jordan. So like maybe she just like did some like half-ass thing in lingerie, and then I'm like, maybe I should create a fucking OnlyFans. Except my dad would absolutely and utterly kill me. Yeah, I know. I'm old and I'm still afraid of my dad.
I think it's good to have a healthy fear of your parents.
Long story short, everybody killed at Merchapalooza, and it was really fun
Yep.
to watch on Twitter. So that was
Yep.
that
So
was
thanks
cool.
for doing that, and support Kate, and you can do more by, like we said, going for Pink Aid, all our stuff that's out
Yeah,
there.
go
So
look at
check that
everything.
out. But yeah, I think that's the show. That's the rundown.
Nice job, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thank you.